All right, so here we got week 2 here. Crusade of Fire. Jim here is playing for the Imperium, who are not doing very well in this league. They're actually doing really poorly. And we're got a battle here. This is the capture and control, whatever that first Maelstrom mission is, where everyone has 3 objectives. He's got Crimson Fists with Calgar, is that right? Pedro. So he's already got his Warlord trait, and he's got, what's your army?
Crimson Fists.
But I mean, what is the army?
Okay. So it's Battle-Forged Army. We've got 2 tactical units of 10 dudes. One's in a drop pod, one's in a Rhino.
Alright.
We've got 3 flyers. We've got a Storm Raven. We've got a Storm Talon and another Storm Talon.
Are they in the formation?
Yes, they are in the Data Slate formation.
Data Slate.
Storm Wing. Basically, just gives everybody. Well, it gives the 2 Storm Talons give this guy the strafing run.
Strafing run.
Then we've got Pedro and his honor guard. Right,
Boom.
We've got 15 Stern Guard in play today, and Beach Stick McGillicuddy will be making an appearance.
He's with your just normal guys, or is he a Stern Guard?
He's a sergeant.
Tactical sergeant.
And that's pretty much it.
That's it. And then on Demons, while Jim deploys, Demons with Crimson Slaughter allies. They've got cultists and sorcerer with 1 lone. What are those things called? Spawn, and then the Chaos Land Raider. And then there's 2 Great Unclean Ones, 1 Keeper of Secrets, and an Exalted Flamer of Tzeentch, and then 3 Soul Grinders, 1 Corn Cannon, 1 unit of Blood Letters with a Blood Reaper, and then 3 units of Snurglings, and that is it. So I got no air. He's got lots of flyers, but I have somewhat decent anti-air, so we'll see how it goes. All right, it is night fighting. We haven't drawn cards yet. I've deployed. I got a couple things still in reserve. Oh, there's some guys hanging out underneath this building here. Cannon of corn there and a Soul Grinder. And Blood Letters are in there. What do I got? I got 1 Great Unclean One and 3 Nurglings still in reserve. And that Great Unclean One will be my Warlord, the one that's in reserve. And before we start, it is night fighting. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay, I'll see if I can steal. Can I seize? No. You got Blood and Guts, No Prisoners, and Hunger for Glory. That's right, and if you draw a card that is completely impossible to achieve, just dump it and draw a new one.
Okay.
Movement, he has no psychers. Drop pod, dudes don't get out, apparently. Oh, okay, they do. This thing drives there, doesn't immobilize itself. Pedro, the man, he's here, hanging out, getting ready to get first blooded. In his Rhino. And he's on to shooting. All right, so in the entirety of shooting, he put 3 wounds on a Nurgling base with a Flamer. And he's done. So you didn't score any points this round. Are you dropping any cards? Drop 1. Well, Jim thinks I move. I got Overwhelming Firepower, Ascendancy, and Secure Objective 4. And I'm on to my movement. Movement is done. Pretty much everything moves up. Those guys are holding that objective there. And Psychic Phase says our 4 dice for you. Psychics is done. He's shrouded. And we're on to shooting. Where Warp Storm says 6. Recap of shooting. I shook that thing, but the guys are okay. I glanced that, and I glanced that. Actually, I penned it, but it didn't care. It had extra armor. And we're on to the points. So I hold objective 4, which is 1 point, and I hold 3 objectives, so I get D3. Cocked. 3! So I'm at a total of 4 points. And Overwhelming Firepower is if in the shooting phase I can destroy a unit. I'm going to keep that card. So it is now... Jim just did some sort of cool facial expression. It's 4-0. All right, so you got Supremacy, at least 2 objective markers and twice as many as I have. All right. So he controls a comm relay on his planet, which is important here. How come there's only 3 guys here? I didn't kill any, did I?
Killed 2 of them.
I did?
Yeah. You hit
Oh
him?
yeah, Nurgle.
Oh,
The only thing
the
Nurgle
Warp Storm.
did.
Yeah.
Actually, did those guys run?
No, they rolled.
Okay. So everything he had came in from reserves thanks to his comm tower, including his formation of flyers and drop pods landing here, land on the other side of this wall, and we're onto psychics, which are done. So now shooting while he accumulates points.
See, I got a
Killed the spawn, which is first blood.
So is each one of these worth whatever they are?
No, it's only if you have the hold objective.
Oh, okay.
So we got first blood, which is 1 point.
Oh, wait.
By killing the corn cannon, actually. And the corn cannon killed his Melta, which was an awesome day for that soul grinder.
I killed 2 units, right?
You
Two
killed
whole units.
you killed a spawn, and you killed 3 whole units.
Yeah, D3.
D3.
3 points.
2.
So I have 4.
Four.
No, 3.
3 points. 3 points. 2 points for the killing units and shooting. 1 point for first blood, and we're on to Demons round 2, where I get to draw 2 cards. Should be mentioned, he killed the Exalted Flamer, killed the spawn, killed the corn cannon, and we're on to my movement. So in the movement, he deep strikes it there due to a deviation from Jim getting to place me. Moves to there, cultists come walking up, Nurglings deep strike here, Soul Grinders come scuttling that way, Great Unclean One is there, my plague thingies are coming that way, and we're on to the psychic phase where you get 3 dice. I got life leeched, and I rolled a 1 to wound, and then they got enfeebled. I did not get 3 successes, so I just got 1 because he denied the witch on my shrouded, and we're on to shooting. Yeah, due to the fact that I can't blow this up because I can't shoot ordnance. Hear him? That dude's back too.
Oh, is he? No.
Yeah. I threw a freaking stink grenade at him.
Oh, the poop bomb?
The poop bomb. Yeah, I can't throw it and shoot the phlegm because the phlegm's ordnance, and he can only snap fire it. So he's there. Well, on the good side, Nurgle blight grenades, or whatever, not blight grenades, they're Nurgle fly swarms, killed 2 guys there and blinded them, and blinded those Stern Guard, and I wrecked that Rhino there, which is going to get me overwhelming firepower, by the way. And yeah, that was that. So we're on to the assault phase. I get 2 points, overwhelming firepower and harness the warp, but did not get hold the line because the soul grinder gets killed in the assault phase by melt-a-bomb with guys who have weapon skill 1. But Nurglings just slaughter Space Marines, and Bloodletters are locked in combat over there, fighting against Space Marines. So we're on round 3. It's currently 6-3.
Right.
Top of 3. So movement is done. Wait. There's still some movement. Oh yeah, does Beat Stick McGillicuddy recover from his...
and these guys.
And those guys, yeah. He's good. So they can move 3 inches. Oh, they're running still. Okay, and then those guys down there in that terrain, they's going to do something. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, and beyond that, he flew to there. That guy's flying there. The other flyer left the combat airspace, locked in combat, sitting on the ground. That Rhino's a wreck, and he's gonna score 3 points. What he rolled for it for holding an objective. So this thing's not really there. It's a wreck. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So psychic's done. Shooting.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see on shooting. He's got 2 more wounds on the Great Unclean One. And they killed the Keeper of Secrets. And my phone beeped. Combat. Those guys win. Losing 1, but killing 3. And what do you get? You got 3 points for holding more objectives than me. And you got something else?
I control victory objective 1.
So you're up at 7 points. What else you got? Or is that it? All right, it's 7-6. On the bottom of 3.
So I don't draw 3 more until my next turn, right?
Correct. Movement. It's pretty much done. The cultist and sorcerer get in. The land raider moves back. He moves there. That guy moved a little bit. Nurgling's got to move in a second. Everyone else is coming this way to try to take out those guys. And I got to move my Nurglings and I'm done. All right, and he moves to there. And sorry, now we're on to psychics where you get 2 dice. Yeah, game changer. Great Unclean One perilled while enfeebling them. He enfeebled them, but wow, he rolled a 1 and he rolled an 11 on his leadership test, and he's gone. And we're on to Warp Storm. Double 1. Yes, I rolled the double 1s on Warp Storm and lost a unit. I'm not doing well. Not doing well. We're on round 3. Are we in bottom of 3? Bottom of 3.
Yeah.
All right, so on to shooting. All right, so amazing. We blew up the drop pod, left 2 Marines who don't run in the shooting phase, shot that thing down with las cannons, snap firing. That thing glanced, well, he penned it, but he's got extra armor. And we're on to the assault phase. So that's the assault over there, and then we're going to do an assault over here. Yeah, the game, I score no points, and I'm going to dump score objective 3 as my objective, and I can't get either of the other ones, so we're on to round 4. And Demons. So what happened in the assaults? Nurglings took a wound and killed the Space Marine, and there's a tied combat there. We're just bloodbathing each other. Bloodletters are not doing well, but there's not many of them left, and so we're on to round 4. So you got how many cards?
Once I got to draw 2.
You got 2 cards. Secure objective 6 and psychological warfare. 6 is right here. Psychological warfare, you got to make me take pinning, morale, or fear check, which is going to be hard to do because I only got 1 unit that can do it. Movement is done. This thing came into reserve. That thing went out into reserve, and so it's flying here to shoot that soul grinder in the back. Those guys are locked in combat. Pedro's squad drives over there. I don't know why he changed the dice from 2 to 1, but it didn't immobilize itself.
What?
I don't know. You moved that. That used to be a 2 for some reason.
That's a whole point.
Oh, okay.
This is a whole point.
What else we got? Beat Stick and his buddy are here. This guy's still locked in combat, and we're on to the shooting phase because he has no psychers. Okay, shooting is done, where that thing made a remarkable number of saves. This thing saved once from a multi-melt on the face. And that Nurgling saved in the back corner. And we're on to the assaults, where I got 3 guys left versus your 2.
Yep.
All right, they all hit. You all hit. Woo. And I'd kill no one. Oh, we're going to die. Yep, 2 wounds. Yep, we got 1 guy left. Then do I roll? He's dead. So the Bloodletters die, and then we got this combat here where we got Nurglings fighting against 1 Marine. Yeah, he actually makes his saves. All 5 saves, he survives. I'm locked in combat. I took no wounds. And those guys will probably die this turn, or next turn because of that. And he beat my Bloodletters, so it's not looking good there. Did you get any of your objectives?
Nope.
No. All right. So it's my...
Oh, no, because it was an instability check, not a...
No.
Ha ha ha.
Yep. All right, movement. Land Raider rolls to there. He's going to turn so he can maybe see Pedro with cover. And actually, no, he's going to stay right where he was. And he moved to there. He's still in terrain. Moves to there. Those guys are locked in combat. And Psychic Phase says you get 5 dice. Psychic Phase, nothing happens. So we're on to shooting, where Warp Storm says, please not another double 1. 6. So Nurgle did nothing, and then we're on to his shooting. So that land. All right, there was a lot of shooting. I really need to pin one of his units, and I wrecked this. These guys get out there stunned when it got pinned, but then they did not fail their pinning check. That Land Raider just turbo boosted into that terrain, did not immobilize itself. He shot. This guy's still locked in combat, but the guy's no longer blind or enfeebled. So he'll probably kill some Nurglings, and we're on to the assault phase, where that's what's going to happen. Nurglings are holding the line to kill that guy, and they're going to consolidate 1 inch. It's kind of spread out a little bit. And so what happened at the end of the turn? So it's the end of turn 4, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, so I get secure objective 1 because there's a troop unit inside that Land Raider, and their objective secured. And I have hold the line because I got 3 units within 12 inches of my deployment zone, but none of yours because I finally killed that lone dude. And I'm going to dump this psychological warfare crap. All right, so I go up to 8.
Okay.
And so it's 8 to 7, round 5. So while Jim is thinking and doing his movement, he got Hungry for Glory, secure objective 6, and objective 3. 6 is way over there. 3 is this one here, and he's already done his move and run, and these guys could not quite make it. These guys are stunned. This thing came in hover mode. Can you run a stunned unit? We should check that. This thing moves to here, and then he's doing his turbo boost, so he's going to hold this objective. And now we're on to the rest of shooting, which is like 3 units have shooting.
Yeah.
And some drop pods.
Okay.
So they are pinned. These guys get pinned, but 3 of them survive, the sorcerer being one of them. And, yeah, the Land Raider got blown up. Exploded. That was the shooting phase. So he, what did you get an objective?
That one.
Got 1 objective. So he is up to 7 points. No, 8 points. So it's 8-8. See if the game ends soon. It will matter. But all right. So what is my 3 objectives will be? Observe your objective 5, 3,
I'm gonna dump.
and big game hunter.
I'm gonna dump this one. The
Okay.
issue a challenge.
Movement, I've got to get objective 5, and I can't get the soul grinder close enough, and that guy can't get close enough. They can't run because they're Nurgle. I got to blow up a vehicle, and this great unclean one's going to take this thing that has 1 whole point left out. Those guys are pinned. They can't do anything. Those Nurglings down there, they really can't do anything. The game is tied right now, so I've got to try to pull this out. Roll 5 dice for the psychic phase, plus great unclean one and sorcerer, and we'll see what happens. Psychic phase. I got Iron Arm, so he's toughness 10. And I failed to dominate or psychic shriek those guys, which would have been cool if I'd made Pedro run, because that would have been Warlord if he was running, but he ain't. All right, so now we're on to shooting, where the Warp Storm says 5. Yeah, so Zinch decided to bust out something, and then nothing happened. And we're on to the rest of my shooting. We're done with shooting. We killed some of those Stern Guardy, whatever those things are called, Honor Guard, but they're not running. And onto the assaults, where I cannot fail this charge. And yeah, so now we're on to, there are no other assaults.
Nope.
And so what happens when I charge here? All right, that flyer did his job, but he did consolidate 5 inches. He got busted by the Great Unclean One. So I'm going to get Big Game Hunter for that, which will take me up to 9 points. And we're going to see if the game ends. You went first, so you can roll.
What do we need, a 3 up?
3 up for it to keep going. It is. Game continues.
Goes on.
All right, and in that case, I will yeah. All right, so there's a dude hanging out underneath the bridge. Jim doesn't realize what I think he should have done, but I'll tell him later. I think you should charge those Nurglings, actually.
Really? They're not holding an objective? Oh, but they're getting line.
They're going to get line breaker. All right, he got what, secure objective 3 twice?
3 times.
3 times. He's going to get 3 points. That thing, damn. Yeah, it's going to be...
It's going to be tight.
It's going to be tight, and this thing went into flyer mode, and those things don't move. My guys are still pinned. Actually, they're getting up, right?
Yeah.
This round, yeah.
They're going to get hosed here in a minute.
All right, so now we're on to the shooting, because Psychics is done.
Yeah.
So I got 1 Sorcerer left and a Cultist Champion. They're getting up this round. He killed 1 last guy there. This thing shot him in the face with a multi-multi and a las cannon. It didn't do anything. And he's getting 3 points for holding that objective, so... Wow, the score goes up to, so you're at 11 points now. 11 to my 9. So I got to get objective 1, objective 5, and shoot down his flyer. So here we go.
Where's 5? Oh, that's the...
All right, so movement. My guys get up. These guys are here. I could not get to that friggin' objective, and I can't run because he's a Nurgle demon. And so we're on to Psychic phase, where you get 5 dice. All right, so he's got Endurance and Iron Arm. And Smite can't affect that flyer, so we got nothing left. Well, he's going to put Dominate on Pedro's squad. No. Done! So, yeah, here we go for shooting. Warp Storm says... a 10! I got a 4-up pinball. In the shooting phase, we killed Pedro Cantor. And that's it. And so, does that unit run? Probably not. It should now. Okay, so we don't hold objective 5, but we do hold objective 1 since the objective's secured, and I'm gonna dump Scour the Skies, keep an objective 5, and I'm gonna get All right, the game keeps going. I got 2 points, and I dumped Scour the Skies because I killed his warlord and secured 1 objective. You don't have to roll that. All right, so current score is 11-11. What'd you get? Secure objective 3?
Secure objective 6.
Okay.
So I can do the same thing.
No, you can't.
Oh,
You gotta kill him, and then you could.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm fucked.
So you got dominate, you got secure objective 6, and secure objective 6.
Yeah. So
Okay.
hosed.
He's got slightly hosed. We'll see. It's still gonna be a tight game.
Yeah. All right. So this into the front of that thing.
So he's done with movement. That thing is turbo boosted there, literally. And
2 pins.
wow, 2 pens on the Soul Grinder. He needs a 5-up save. He takes 2 pens.
Okay. Here's the first one.
He's ignoring that.
We're gonna switch dice.
And a 5, right?
Yep.
Oh, I don't even roll for the. I just took 2 pins. The 5 is destroyed weapon. So 1, 2, 3. So he's got no Skyfire arm.
Okay. All right. So he's down 2 hull points.
He's down 3 hull points now.
3. Oh.
Yeah, he's got 1 left.
Oh, all right. This dude's just gonna shoot these guys. So it's the only thing left he could hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't hurt the other Soul Grinder?
No.
Yeah. All right, so as it stands, at the bottom of 7, because we know it's ending here. This thing turbo boosted, getting him
Line breaker.
so he's going to be at 12 points. And I'm going to be at, assuming I'm doing the points right, but I think I am.
You're 11.
I'm at 11, and so I've got to score 1 point to tie it and 2 points to win. I'm going to score 1 point because I got a line breaker in the back corner. So I get
You've already tied.
secure objective 2 and blood and guts.
That's the assault one.
Yeah, I got to completely destroy someone in the assault phase, which means if I make a 12-inch charge, I would get it, but that's a very unlikely event.
You're gonna have to do.
All right, so psychic phase. I'm not going to do anything. Warp Storm says 5, which is Zinch beating down on Nurgle again.
Cool.
I think. That guy. My 2 Soul Grinders. Nurgling's in the back. All right, then
Nurgling's over there in the corner.
those are the ones I did. Nurgling's over here. Yeah, okay. And then your 2 drop pods. The one closest to me is going to get it. And it's dead on. The 2 tanks over there, they're good. That thing is good. And that one couldn't scatter to anything anyways. So we're done. So now on to the guy under the bridge, but it doesn't matter. So we're on to shooting. All right, we're going to try to make a 12-inch charge. It's been glanced twice. No. Those dudes are going to charge that vehicle there. Oh, a 2-inch charge. They can't do it because they're in terrain. They got to go 3. Yeah. All right, well, that means I will not get blood and guts. So as the game stands, this Soul Grinder holds objective 5. And I have Line Breaker, you have Line Breaker. We already did that. So I'm going to win 13-12. Wow. A very close game, which Maelstrom of War missions actually tend to be.